Doa Doa is an initiative which we think would represent or will act as the place, a space for our professionals in the arts, the performing arts market in East Africa.
We did the first panel at Unconvention in this year in Jinja, and it was developing a music scene for East Africa, and there was 4 or 5 of us on the panel with different skills. The audience was quite big, and we spoke about the need for collaboration and cooperation between musicians, but also those people who may not be musicians but have an important role to play in the development of a music industry and the music scene.
Here in Jinja because we felt like Jinja is one of the oldest towns in Uganda, and I think it still has that element of being an industrial old town, so it offers more than any other city or in Uganda can offer. That's why we chose it to host Doa Doa. And then the other thing is that we added the regional festival element because we felt like as many artists who have based Doa Doa will be here, they will use this opportunity to also perform on the festival, but also see some of the artists who are here in Kampala or who are here in Uganda, see them perform and maybe see more of how the performances are looked at, attended, or how do artists perform, or what kind of services in terms of stage lights exist in Uganda.
The initiative targets musicians and the general public as well, but more specifically musicians. And because musicians they're the ones that produce the product, which sells the music industry. Affecting them means you're affecting the product directly.
Setting up a cooperative here in Uganda, creative cooperative, that is an organisation, a business that is run and owned by the artists themselves. And that could be musicians, dancers, filmmakers, designers. So we did a little bit in the session about what cooperatives are. So, and I'd be really interested to hear what Kaz is doing with, sort of training up younger sound engineers and to create sort of a profession around that, because, those opportunities are brilliant. And hopefully the guys who were working on the project on Tuesday and throughout are going to get some experience that will help them further on in their careers.
As a musician, I didn't know really how to connect stuff and what stuff does what mic you should use on what. And you have to think of the different sounds, how can you make it come out as it is and that it's sounding well, and big success for me to learn.
The idea was to sort of give a presentation to all the participants it was specifically about graphic design for music. Lots of examples of successful record covers, and we talked about the sort of recurring themes that you would see in different genres of music. So we looked at some examples of Blue Note jazz record covers which have a very strong identity, and we talked about how the colours and the fonts and the photography, how all those things come together to convey a particular message.
Mark gave us a brief, and it was to come up with an album cover. We were going to record an album for the 4 days, and we had to come up with an album cover for that album that was going to be recorded. So we had to design the cover, and the brief was to make it suitable for an international audience, though remaining the Ugandan appeal.
Traditional sound. We're here to bring it down, down, down. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 Okay, Hollywood na Bollywood, so dead, so kwa hood. Let me tell I'm a straight It's dependable. Young action, every killer up to no good. Next camera action, niggas spit. Script I won't think I wanna skip introduction. Oh yeah, take it. Set up everything you have done. 254, 256. London in the house. 254, 256. London in the house. We bring it down, no time to clown around. We bring it straight hip hop, straight to the top line. We bring it alive. Straight hip hop, we bring it alive. Check out my boys in the hood. Wanaleta tena, tangu enzi za kusanya zamana mapena. Kwenye wingu la moto kama nini wa tena. Msanii ni msanii, wera ni wera. Kibile zile na ingilazma wone cheo. Yawonekane kumoyo.
If I'm going to be promoting, selling and trying to persuade people to get involved with this artist, I really have to believe in them, because I think that people connect to that belief. You know, what can I do? What am I doing that is going to give them an enhanced position? It's always about that, right? That's my first focus. So it's like, I'm kind of quite sales oriented, right? So I'm thinking, who do I need to sell this band to today? You know, today do I need to sell it to the radio people? Do I need to sell it to the record company? Do I need to sell it to agents? It depends which artist it is at what time of their career. You know, everybody makes mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes, I think. You don't sack your manager the first mistake that he makes. As an artist, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. Best kind of managerial artist relationships are ones that are based on trust, on openness, not on fear. They're collaborative. The artist and the manager is work together to try and create the best possible result. Because the manager is dependent on generating the income for the artist, and therefore earning his commission from the artist's income.
If you want to be a serious newsmaker, you want to be seen as somebody very incredible and intelligent.
In my session, I wanted to kind of explain to people about how to take an idea and make it a reality. So I think what I tried to say to people is that lots of people have ideas. You know, I want to run a music festival, I want to promote some gigs, I want to manage a band. But I think you can have all these ideas in your head, but for me it's about putting the ideas onto paper and creating a kind of document around what you want to do. And if you do this process, this kind of methodology where you think about kind of talking about why you want to do it, where you're going to do it, who's your audience, thinking about all of these kind of key things, it not only explains to other people what you want to do, but it also helps you understand better what it is you want to do.
I always appreciate getting views from other places. So it's nice to have an outside opinion, because it's very easy to stay amongst yourselves and say, woe is me, you know. It's another thing to have someone else come and say, oh, by the way, this is the way we're doing it over here, you know, just in case it might work for you, it might not.
Does everybody know what Colombia is? Colombia? Is it Savannah? Right. It's really the same Mary Didi and then Uganda. We have the same weather, same chaos, everything's very, very, very similar. And I just wanted to say that because I relate a lot to what I've seen here in Uganda.
Just by him saying, I'm from Colombia, it's not a particularly developed country, we have a lot of corruption, my ears perked up. I think it's a good idea to really mix it up. Have some Africans who have really made it in the music industry, who have experience. They're